Let's walk through how to create this part. The first feature we will create is the revolve feature. Since the revolve feature is a sketch-based feature, we need to create a sketch of the cross-section we want to revolve and the axis of revolution we will revolve the feature about. Once the revolve is created, we'll add the cutout using an extruded cut feature. I'll begin by creating a new part file. Since this part will be using millimeters for the units, I'll make sure the units for the part are set to metric. I'll go ahead and start the sketch on the front plane. I'll start by creating a horizontal construction line, which will become the axis of revolution for the revolve feature. Next, I'll create a chain of lines that will represent the cross-sectional shape for the revolve. I'll add one final line segment here to close the sketch profile. Next, I'll add dimensions. As with any sketch-based feature, it is important to add all of the necessary geometric relations and dimensions to fully define the sketch. That way, you know that everything is being controlled parametrically and its design intent has been considered. Once the sketch is fully defined, I'll launch the Revolved Boss command from the Features toolbar. Right away, SolidWorks shows a preview. Because there was a single construction line in the sketch, SolidWorks automatically selects it as the axis of revolution. For the sake of practice, I'll clear this from the Property Manager and just go ahead and select it manually from the Graphics area. I'll use 360 degrees for the revolve angle, and I'll go ahead and click OK to complete the feature. To complete the part, let's add the alignment feature to the design using an extruded cut. The extruded cut is also a sketch-based feature, so I'll go ahead and begin a new sketch on this end face of the model. The shape for this cutout will be a semicircular shape with a flat face at the top. To create this shape, I'll begin with a circle. Next, I'll sketch a horizontal line that connects to the circle. Since we don't need this arc shape at the top, I'll use the Trim Entities tool to get rid of it. I prefer the Power Trim option, which lets me just hold the pointer down and drag the cursor through the entity that I would like to trim away. This is the shape we're looking for, but at this point I need to add some dimensions. Once the sketch is fully defined, I'll launch the Extruded Cut tool from the Features toolbar. For the cut depth, I'll use a blind end condition, with the depth set to 25 millimeters. At this point, all of the geometry has been created, but in order to find out the mass of the part, I need to specify the material. I'll edit the part's material from the Feature Manager tree and set it to plain carbon steel. Finally, to check the mass of the part, I'll click on the Evaluate tab and select Mass Properties. Here, you can see that this part has a mass of 525 grams.